great thing has the Lord done for you? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. This week we have been in 1 Samuel chapter 12. I titled this chapter, God is Faithful When We Are Not. And in the story of this chapter, Samuel's giving his big farewell address. He closes off his great speech with these words in verses 24 through 25. Great closing. He says, "Only fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart, for consider what great things he has done for you. But if you still do wickedly, you shall be swept away, both you and your king." So now in these two verses, Samuel implores the people to transition their fears. He wants them to move from fearing things to fearing one worth fearing, and that is the Lord. In the Bible, there are two broad references to fear. One is often called a spirit of fear, which is focused on things and results in disbelief and disobedience. The other is the fear of the Lord, which is focused on God, the person of God, and results in faith and obedience and awe and reverence. So Samuel here has appropriately identified the issue of the nation. The issue that they keep having is the same issue I think all believers have. Our faith is tested and exposed by the things that we fear. I mean, if we fear things in this life, we are putting our faith in the things of this life. If we fear God, we are putting our faith in the person of God. This is where the battle of faith is fought every day. Today, you're going to experience some fear. You will. You will fear a person, or maybe the fear of failure, or fear of being late, or fear of letting someone down. And there are so many things to fear that I can't even list them all. But you will encounter a fear of some kind that is unique to you. And the challenge is not letting the fear of that thing, whatever it is, have control over you. You must turn from fearing whatever that thing is to faith in God, who is worth fearing. And Samuel suggests we consistently make that turn by considering all the great things that God has done. So in this instance, the most recent great thing that the people of Israel could consider was that unexplainable storm that came in during this chapter. A storm rolled in and drenched them in a stormless season, which I think is pretty great, which reminded them that God was in complete control of all things, and his word to Samuel was ordained by God. Surely in your life, you have one of these unexplainable divine events that display God's faithfulness, one that brings you back to the fear of the Lord when you are fearing other things. So remember, recall, and consider this event and what God did for you in detail when that fear, whatever it is, strikes you today, which I think will help to anchor you in reverent fear of the Lord. I love you guys. Pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else. I'll see you right back here again